Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing product tests. We're going to be comparing the Autovox Cam 1 backup camera versus this literally no-name backup camera from Amazon. Should you guys spend the $30 and buy the Cam 1 versus this $10 backup camera? Let's go ahead and jump inside the truck, see how well this one performs, and then we will switch over to the Cam 1 and then we'll have a side-by-side test, and then I'll tell you the advantages of the Cam 1 over this particular camera. So let me talk about something that's really important, and it does not only apply to the Cam 1, it also applies to other cheaper backup cameras, and that is they come with this module. And this module, as you can see here, it allows you to mirror the image or keep it normal. If you're mirroring it, it's intended for the camera to go in the front of the car. Now, as you guys can see right there, it is open to the elements. So if you're running this underneath the vehicle, if you guys are putting this anywhere where it's exposed to the elements, if water gets in there, it's going to damage the camera. So it's really important that you guys take that into account. And I'm going to show you a quick fix around that will help you guys in this situation. This right here is the quick fix to solving the water getting into the module. This is called heat shrink, and heat shrink comes in different thicknesses. This one here is actually 8 to 12, and it is a very great brand. I've used this before. This works out really well, and it's big enough to slide over the entire thing. Take the torch, light it, and then it'll make it nice and water resistant. So you guys don't have to worry about spending the time going back underneath the truck and letting it get damaged. That is my only gripe with all backup cameras, is that this unit itself is not waterproof. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how well does the original backup camera, the no-name brand, perform. Put the vehicle into reverse, and as you guys can see right here, I can make out most of the images, but the only real way for me to test the resolution is I have to go get our license plate. You guys can see there is our license plate at 10 feet, and I can make out all of those letters crystal clear. Let's go ahead and move it back another 2 feet and see if the same scenario still plays out. And here we are at 12 feet. The image is barely visible. The only way I can make out the letters is if I get really close to the screen. And even then, if I squint hard enough, I can't really make them out. So we have our reference point. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump out of the truck. We're going to rewire this camera to the Autovox Cam 1, and then we'll see how well the Autovox Cam 1 performs. So let's talk about a huge advantage of this camera right now. Straight off the bat, as soon as it gets dark, it has this little photo sensor right here on the bottom that it will allow it to illuminate automatically. So if you're backing up in the daylight, it will not turn on these LEDs. But if you're in a very dark situation, it'll go ahead and it'll turn it on and it'll allow the camera to enhance the nighttime image. That is pretty cool, especially if you guys live somewhere where it's really dark, where there's no lights on the street. This could help you out. So the camera itself does have a pivoting head. It does allow it to go up and down, and the cable is long enough for an entire full-size bed and quad door Silverado, so you do have plenty of cable. You have enough to wire a boat if you guys wanted to. Let's go ahead, get inside the truck, and see how well does it perform. So here we are at the distance where the other camera could not see, and holy shit, this camera can pick up that image crystal clear. Even if I back up a bit, even if I back up to here, I can still read that license plate. I don't have to get directly on the screen to read it. I can read it just fine from where I am sitting inside the truck. That is incredible. The image quality itself is very sharp. The picture is very sharp. It's not washed down. You can make out the details of the image pretty quickly. I do like the fact that it does have the same stop line, and it has the yellow and green telling you the distances from the vehicle. I went ahead and measured it. This right there is about 1 foot on the Silverado. This right there is about 1.5 feet, and then that right there is 3 feet. So you do have plenty of warnings to tell you before you smack the rear end of your truck. Now, I am impressed with this camera. I feel like it is an upgrade, and is it worth the extra $15? Yes. Yes, I do feel that this is worth the extra $15 because of 2 reasons. First, the LEDs on it. And the second is the image sharpness. It's much, much better. Overall thoughts of the Autovox Cam 1. I am thoroughly impressed with the camera. For the extra $15, I feel that you are getting your money's worth, especially with the LEDs and the ability that they can turn on when it gets dark enough. That is awesome. The second thing that I liked about that camera was the sharpness of the image. The image was very sharp. It was very, very good. It wasn't washed out or watered down in any way, shape, or form. Now, the only con, like I said in the video, was the fact that that little module that you run underneath the truck, or you guys run outside of a vehicle, you need to really make sure that you guys insulate that module with heat shrink, or you guys wrap it up and tuck it way up into the vehicle so water can never get into it. And even then, you have to be careful, because if you live somewhere that is hot or the temperatures fluctuate a lot, the moisture of the humidity can damage that circuit board. So you need to really make sure that you guys heat shrink those little pieces. So go out, get this camera if this is something that you guys are looking for, something that works, something that's awesome. And just because Autovox keeps sending me this stuff, I'm gonna be giving it away. I already have backup cameras on my cars, and I already have a backup camera on this car. So let's go ahead. We'll pick out a subscriber. You guys got to be a subscriber, and you got to leave a comment in this video. And the point where I will pick out the winner is going to be 3,500 subscribers. So at 3,500 subscribers, I'll pick out a winner, and that winner is going to get the Autovox Cam 1 backup camera. Take care, guys.